So I'm just doing a little video for the. I just watched a video by HeelVsBabyface. If anyone's aware of his work, he's way more popular than I am, so you should do. And he's talking about how the new Transformers film. He doesn't like the look of it. He says it's just CGI. They don't look G1 how they should do, or they should do after the Bumblebee movie, and all this kind of stuff. And someone jumped straight in with, "Oh, you're scared because black and Latino characters are going to be on." And he's like, "What are you talking about? That's." But then he goes on a rant about the film, and I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "Oh, it's just noise, and oh, the characters don't look how they should, and that's going to blah blah blah." See, I think generally speaking, us Transformers fans over the last long time, let's just go with long time. I think over the last long time, we've been very, very accepting of a lot of things. You know, like there are now way more fembots than there ever used to be. And I think that mainly started with Windblade, which was a fan choice character. I don't know if those choices, if it was like a multiple choice and they kind of railroaded us into that, because they're like, oh, hey, so what, fan choice character, you get to make a character of your own. Okay, great, okay. So what do you want? Do you want a fembot? We're like, well, we haven't got many of those. Yeah, sure. We'll have a fembot. And they're like, okay, so what colours do you want? What alt mode? We'll try and be a bit more logical. What alt mode do you want? Well, is it going to be an Autobot Decepticon? Probably an Autobot. Okay, Fembot Autobot. Fembot Decepticon would have been better, but we'll go Autobot because they sell better. Must be the American mentality. Okay, what colours do you want? Well, black and red. Black and red's cool. Oh, it's going to be a jet. Okay. Can it be one of those cool VTOL ones like Thrust? That'd be cool. We'd like that. It should be like a ninja as well, because ninjas are cool, or samurai or something. So that's how we got Windblade. And no one really cared until she was like forced violently down our throat into every piece of media we've ever had since. Fortunately, not the films yet. She got on my nerves after that, but like we don't care. In the films you can have any humans that you want, because that's not what we're watching it for. No one cares about the humans. Have all the humans be whatever colour, race, ethnicity, trans, whatever. We don't care. We're not watching for the people. You can cut all the people out and we'd be happier. So I honestly don't get that. So yeah, anyone who thinks that if you don't like this new Transformers film, you're like transphobic or you don't like black or Latino or anything like that. No, I think the Transformers community in general is pretty accepting of that kind of stuff. So I don't think you got a leg to stand on there. But then the heel babyface guy wasn't a fan of the actual trailer, or he doesn't think the film's going to be good. Okay, fair enough. Well, let's have a think about the film. Yes, they've gone a bit more Michael Bay. From the Bumblebee film, they seem to have gone a slightly more Michael Bay, which feels like they're bridging the gap between... Because at the end of Bumblebee, he turned into the 1970s, or whatever it is, Camaro, that he would have been for the first Transformers film, so that could quite easily have been a prequel. Except for Optimus was Optimus already on the planet? I can't remember. But now they've brought in a lot of stuff, which means it can't be a prequel. So I don't know how that works anymore. It must just be, as people said quite early on, alternate timeline. Don't know. Sorry, throat's still a bit funny. But they're going a bit Michael Bay. I fine. And then most of the Predacons, Terracons. Most of the Terracons are just generic Scorponok drones, which is sad, really sad. I hate drone bad guys. I hate drone bad guys. The only ones that kind of got away with it was Transformers Prime, and that's because their Viacon drones weren't drones. They were just generic Decepticons. They just had the same alt mode, but they seem to have personalities. There's one bit where someone threw two it might have been Megatron, threw two of his own Viacon drone guys off the side of the spaceship when it was in orbit. and one of them transformed into a plane and started flying away because some were planes, some were cars. One transformed into a plane and flew away. The other one transformed into a car and just kept falling. It was like, oh, you poor little sausage. Ah, I feel sorry for him. So I liked those ones, but generally speaking, drones are just lazy. It's lazy. You don't have to make that many characters. You don't have to introduce them. Just have generic bad guy force. You know, I hate that. It's lazy. It's very, very lazy. Like the original Transformers, they all had personality. I mean, what you could do is like the Insecticons. The Insecticons could just multiply. I don't think the copies could have the robot modes, but you'd have multiples of the insect modes. You could do that because at least that's a character's ability. A character can multiply themselves, or a couple of characters can multiply themselves. You know what I mean? So that's fine. I don't mind that. But the drone thing in general is lazy because then it means Scorponok. No one's going to want Scorponok because he's going to be rubbish. He's going to get killed in the millions. So no one's going to want him. Which is stupid because Scorponok's a good character, except for, the Kingdom version. That's not so good. There he is. But still. And the Maximals are just hanging out on the planet and have been for a long time. Like, why? There's a lot of things with this film that aren't going to make a lot of sense. And I think when I was talking about us being accepted, is the fact that we're not expecting it to anymore. We're not expecting it to be a good film. It's going to be bad. It's going to be stupid. We all know it's going to be bad. We all know it's going to be stupid. So all we're doing is trying to enjoy it for what it is. We're trying to see if we like those characters on the screen so that we'll enjoy the toys a bit more. Because the toys will always mean more to you if you can attach them to something. That's about it. That's all we're going for. If it's got a good story, that'd be a bonus. If the human characters aren't insanely annoying, that would be a massive bonus. It's not going to happen, but So that's like we aren't expecting a masterpiece. We aren't. We're never going to get a masterpiece. They're talking about making a new animated film that's potentially a sequel or spin-off or retelling of the original Transformers 1984 movie, which is blasphemy, quite frankly. And I think all they're doing at the minute is going, well, we've got the cast, look at the cast, the cast great. I couldn't care less about the cast. I couldn't care less. If it's a good film, I'll watch a good film. I don't care just because you've got some actors in it. It's a cartoon. You don't need a good actor, like good-looking actor. You don't need a famous-looking actor for a cartoon. You just need someone who sounds like the character. That's it. It's not rocket science. But no. They just keep casting people who are popular. Like what they're doing at the minute. Marvel is trying to put Adam Driver, is it? As Fantastic Four, Reed Richards. Why? He was in those terrible Star Wars films and a couple of other films which have bombed horribly. Why put him as Reed Richards? Whatever. Don't care. It's whatever. So, yeah, we aren't expecting a masterpiece. We're going to try and enjoy it for what it is because that's the TV shows, the cartoons, the films, everything we've had over the last however many years has not been good. So we're all kind of just accepting it for what it is and just, it's fine. That's kind of how we got. Even the QC issues on the figures and them getting smaller and less well engineered, but still costing more. We're accepting it. We kind of got Stockholm syndrome at this point. We're going to accept it and we're going to buy it anyway. But so I don't get it. I said on a live stream with Phoenix a couple of weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, something like that, that the Transformers fans, we've been abused. We've had the cartoons that have gone more like around the people, and the films are awful and getting worse, and we've just accepted it. We Transformers fans haven't had a good time over recent years. I mean, yeah, we've had some more accurate looking figures of the like G1 and stuff like that. We've had figures that we never thought we were going to get. But we've kind of had it hard. But God, I feel sorry for Star Wars fans. They've had it so much worse than us. So much worse. Like, even the ones with Jar Jar Binks are starting to look good compared to what they've had recently. So, yeah. What we've had done to us has been done worse to others. And, we can accept that and we can move on. But anyone who thinks this new Rise of the Beast is going to be like an epic, all-time great film, it's not. It's probably not even going to be a good film. If you can walk out of that film and go, it's better than I thought, bonus. That's it. That's all we're doing. Let's face it, half of us aren't even going to go to the cinema. We're going to try and find some way to watch it without paying extra for it, be it on Disney Plus or Amazon or, that's how we're going to end up watching it. Because when's the last time you went to the cinema? I haven't been to the cinema in, years? COVID and all the rest of it. So yeah, this is just my little... I think they're trying too hard. All we want from a Transformers film is just try and make them look like the G1 and don't have as many people. That's it. Even the 1984 original, 1986, sorry, original Transformers movie. 86? 86, it was 86, I'm sure. Even that had humans in it. But they must have had a combined total of 5-10 minutes screen time? And that's with Transformers, not just on their own. So we don't care about the people. The people aren't involved. Just give us what we want. And, that's about as much as you're going to get out of me, really. I've been waffling on for 12 minutes. I'm going to shut up. There should be a live stream tonight if I can get Phoenix and Belucius. And I think Ninja Bill's got a stream after hours, so I don't know if he'll be on ours for a bit before. We'll see how we get on. If anyone else wants to join in, put a name in the comments or something. I'll possibly send you a link and you can jump in. But we'll see how we go. I'm going to scarper because I want to have some breakfast. Haha. So yeah, tatty bye, boys and girls, and I hope this film's better than it looks, but we'll see. Oh, that's what I was going to say. No. Before I run. Why are they ripping off Transformers Energon with the whole Unicron thing? I know they set it up at the end of what? The last night, was it? When they had that weird woman-looking thing that's supposed to be a Quintesson. Alright. Saying, this planet's actually Unicron or Primus or something. I can't remember. It's like, why? But now you've got Scourge and all the rest of it. Scourge basically taking Scorponok from Transformers Energon, taking his role as the Herald of Unicron. You've got the Terracons, which are primarily just Scorponoks and a couple of other people who probably won't matter much in the grand scheme of things, who are taking place for the Dive Bombs, Ravages, Doomlock, and Insecticon drones. Sure. And then Unicron's going to come and try and eat Earth instead of Cybertron. They're just ripping off Transformers Energon. We're not supposed to remember what that is. Some of us are older than 12. Just so you know, Transformers writers. But, okie pokey. I'm going to scarper because I've been dribbling on. Tatty bye, children. Bye-bye.